Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2021. Yes, it's a new season, Season 3, which means it's time to approach another team for the start of the season. Can you guess who it's going to be? Oh no, it's Ferrari. Can anyone remember that time we drove for Ferrari before? And I'm sure the team and Claire will be really happy about that.
Listen, this isn't easy for me to tell you this, but the team have had enough. They're serving you notice on your contract. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's right everyone. We've been busted all the way back down to private. For the next Grand Prix we will be driving for the Renault team. Anyway, I'm sure that's not going to happen again. So let's now join Ferrari. Yes, Ferrari for the start of the Season 3 Championship. Let's approach the team. Hopefully they're going to... Yes, they have. Look at this. We're going to go for low risk, which we always do, because we really want to secure that Ferrari seat. We don't want to get left out in the cold. So we're sending our demands. And we have signed, yes, for the start of Season 3, we will be driving for Ferrari. Yes, Ferrari. God. And we got some more perk fund money as well. What should we have? Media coaching? I don't think we need that. What else can we do? Oh, God, we'll go for that one then. So there you go. In our beautiful Ferrari car for the start of Season 3. And oh dear, Sebastian Vettel has now officially left the sport. Oh dear, so who's his replacement? We have to wait until you have a look at the grid lineup to find out. So as you can see in the vehicle performance comparison chart, we are fourth from the top in our Ferrari car, just behind the Red Bull and McLaren. Mercedes clearly out in the front at the moment. So let's start the first round and let's have a look first at our teammate now for this season, Christian Lundgaard. We finished the championship last season in 9th place. He finished in 20th position. So it's time for the track list, and this time for our 16 races we're going to do all the odd numbered circuits. Yes, even last time. Now we're going to go for the odds, and we are going to finish though in Abu Dhabi because it felt a little bit weird last time. I think in season 1 when we finished in Singapore it didn't feel right, so we are going to finish all these seasons in Abu Dhabi, but now we're going to do race 1, 3, 5, you know, all the odd round of the championships until we get down to the bottom, and then we'll just run the rest of the season as it is and end the season in, of course, Abu Dhabi. So there you go then. And we got a message from Manitio Benotio, the clown man himself. Thank you, Manitio. Welcome to the team, he says. So it's time to move on to the first round of the championship. It's time for Bahrain. Yes, Bahrain. We've got some more weekly resources. Lovely. Specs have been updated. So here we go then. Let's go into Bahrain for the first round of Season 3. Practice has been completed, and unfortunately we didn't even bother doing that, so we didn't get many points because we had quality on the ball anyway. 2,430. We got one development boost. Well done, Hookster. So here we are under the gorgeous floodlights of the Bahrain circuit. Now, is this the season where we're going to push for a championship? Or are we going to end up in 5th or 6th position at the end of it? Well, you're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen, as we're about to cross the line for our first qualifying run, and we're looking at the performance of the car, and it's the fastest lap. Yes, the fastest lap for the Ferrari at the moment. So there's an indication of the performance of the car, but it's of course Bahrain, so don't get too excited because we always seem to do quite well at Bahrain. So as you can see, a little bit later qualifying, we dropped down to 4th place now, just behind our teammate Christian Lundgaard, and now we've just accelerated past Christian Lundgaard up into 3rd position now. Hamilton's got pole at the moment, Lando Norris in 2nd place. As we accelerate forward now to even later into qualifying, we've dropped down to 7th place, but we are slightly up on the deltas. This may get... No, it doesn't. No, still 7th place. Lando Norris is now the car ahead of us as we accelerate forward now to the end of qualifying. So we've got up into 6th position at the moment, just behind Norris. Ricardo in 7th, our teammate Lundgaard is in 8th position, so we're just about to cross the line now. We're not going to improve on our delta time, but are we going to still end up in 6th position? Well, we're just about to find out. Yes, we did, ahead of our teammate as well, Christian Lundgaard. Lewis Hamilton got pole, George Russell in 2nd position, Maxi Boy in 3rd place. Okay then, let's start this season.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best at turn 1 of course, and then another soon into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into the tight left-hander of turn 10. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice, and they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Perez, Lando Norris, the captain, Ricardo, Lundgaard, Leclerc and Pierre Gasly, Stroll, Bottas, Yuki Tsunoda and Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Antonio Giovinazzi and Callum Ilott, Latifi and Mick Schumacher. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So it's time once again for the 5 laps to go out on the all-seasons career mode season 3, and we say go go go, and it's away he goes from 6th place. Wow, not a very good start off the line for Nilkster. Unfortunately lost a little bit of ground as we're going to go to turn 1. But look at this, they're forward pressing into turn 1, and Nilkster's going to dive on all of them. Oh bloody hell, look at this, contact with Sergio Perez, but we managed to force our way through. We've got Lando Norris off to the left hand side, but he has to drop back, and yes, up into 3rd place, 3rd position. It's another fantastic performance from the guy that never gives up and he never surrenders, don't you know? Don't you know? Here he is in 3rd place. Sergio Perez in the Red Bull is currently just ahead of him. In fact, he's almost a second ahead already as we're still going underneath all these floodlights at the gorgeous Bahrain circuit. All the dust though does get into the engines and does slow it down as the Grand Prix progresses. Hamilton currently in the lead. He's 2.4 seconds up the road at the moment. Well, I don't have to tell you that. You can clearly see the gap between us and Lewis Hamilton and the gap between Perez. Lando Norris is just behind us, and George Russell's just gone up to 5th position just behind Lando Norris. So let's see if we can make any inroads. As you can see there, Lando Norris getting very close to our rear gearbox. And that McLaren car is really pretty decent, as to be said, in Season 3 of this F1 2021 All Seasons Career Mode. So we've got to be very, very careful of these McLaren cars, because I think these are the cars that we're going to be fighting with for the whole of this first part of the championship in our Ferrari car. So about to complete lap 1, still chasing Sergio Perez, who's still got the gap up to about a second. Lando Norris seems to be meandering about half a second behind us at the moment as we go into lap 2 of this Grand Prix. As we accelerate forward out to lap 3, George Russell just puts in the fastest lap of the race in 5th place. We're still in 3rd, still chasing Perez. Can we catch up to Checo though? Can we catch up and can we get past? Well, we'll have to find out as the race progresses. At the moment, we're still holding to 3rd place. Hamilton in the lead. Look at this on lap 4. We're going for a move on Checo and we dive round the outside of Sergio Perez. We sneak past and get the place from him. In fact, that was a very clean move from Nilkster. Very clean indeed. In fact, what's happened to him? What's happened to him? Has something happened during the break? I'm not quite sure, but a very clean move from Yuxta up now to second place. And now he's trying to see if he can catch up to Hamilton as we accelerate forward at lap 5. So unfortunately, Lewis Hamilton is now going away from us. He's now 2.5 seconds ahead. We're now coming for our pit stop. We're going in for an early stop to see if we can get the undercut on the cars behind us. Let's have a look and see if we do. So lap 5. We're going to come in now for the yellow sidewall tyre, the sort of medium-y hard tyre for the rest of this stint. Thank you, lads. It's a nice stop. Nice stop for the Ferrari Cougar. 2.8 seconds. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I think we were the only car to come in then as well. So we are going to rejoin right at the back of the field. Yes, there we go. 20th position behind Mick Schumacher and Queen Latifah. Both, of course, in the Haas cars for 2021 Season 3 of your seasons. As we accelerate forward out to lap 6, just going past the pits. Okay, cars are now coming in for their pit stop. We're going to gain a few positions here. We've got Christian Lundgaard, teammate, he's coming as well. So we're able to down to 15th position, still behind both the Haas guys. Look at this though, they've got some real competition. I think that was that Lewis Hamilton coming out of the pits? I think it may have been Lulu. Well, he did get ahead of both those Haas guys. If he'd have got behind them, it would have been great for us because we could have really made some inroads into that lead that he's got, but unfortunately not. As we accelerate forward out to lap 7, we've managed to catch up to the back of both the Haas boys. Schumacher, Mick, get past beautifully there, beautifully. We've got Queen Latifah ahead of us as well. Are we going to go for a move down inside of Queen Latifah? Is it going to be a late move? No, Hookster decides out of that condition and still stays in 14th place at the moment, just going past the pits. I think he's going to go for Latifi right now. I think he is. Yes, there's Latifi, and he goes around the outside. He's still on the soft tyres. He hasn't come into his stop yet. But now we've got to 5th place, 5th position at the moment for Yuxta. Car's still got to stop though. We've got Callum's an idiot currently in 3rd place. He's still on the soft tyre, so he's got to stop. So we should gain some more places as the race progresses. Oh no, Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll is out of the session. In, of course, the Aston Martin car. That's disastrous for Lancey boy. He is out. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, it's time to accelerate forward out of lap 8, just going past the pits again, and the last of the runners are now coming for their stop. As you can see, it was Iliot and Giovinazzi and Ocon as well. And we've gone back into 2nd place, 2nd position for Yuxta now, but Hamilton is still in the lead, and in fact he's got that gap now up to 3 seconds. So unfortunately he did a very good stop, and he didn't get held up in any traffic, so it was rather disadvantageous for us to try and catch up to him, to be honest, because of the traffic that just wasn't there for Hamilton. And we had quite a bit, of course, with the 2 Haas drivers of Mick Schumacher and Queen Latifah. As we are now on lap 12. Lap 12 as we accelerate forward out to lap 14. It's the end of the race, everyone. Yes, still in 2nd place, but Hamilton he's crossed the line. He's won the race. Hamilton's won it, but we are going to cross the line for our first race in the Ferrari in 2nd place. Yes, get in there. This is exactly what we need to start our championship campaign. This is something that we can build on now. 2nd position. And we get driver of the day as well. Fantastic. Cannot believe that. Driver of the day. And there is Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name Sarah Connor? No, it's not. It's Daniela Westbrook. Remember her?
Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve
You Muppets.
this win?
Anyway, there he is. There's Lulu, and there's the Hookster. Look at him, still so sprightly, only 39 years old, and there is Benjamin Daly, famous F1 YouTuber to the stars, Tiamat Marduk. Oh, unbelievable, unbelievable. Why don't they ever ask for my face to be scanned? Why? Why? Oh,
After an
that's
excellent
why.
performance
Anyway,
at the Grand
onto the
Prix,
podium
I'm sure
now, and as you can
plenty
see,
of
there is
celebrations
Lulu,
tonight
but there,
amongst
more
the
importantly, he's
Mercedes
Hookster. Look at him, look
and
at
they
him, look at
certainly
him
deserve
go. And Lewis holds up the trophy high and said, I've done it, lads. I've done it once again. And it's time now for the champagne to go over everyone. Well done. Go on, Hookster. Get it all over Lulu. He loves being all wet. Yes, Lewis Hamilton just loves being wet. Let's go to a replay now and see the only retirement of this race. And it was Lance Stroll. And there it goes. His engine has exploded. It's exploded in a mash of flames. Not really, just a bit of smoke. But there you go. Lance Stroll out of the Grand Prix, and he pulls up near the Marshall post. There it is, just over there on the right hand side. Well done, Lance. Well done indeed. Let's have a look at the points now, which are pretty academic at the first round of the championship. As you can see, we finished in 2nd place, 18 points for us. George Russell got the fastest lap in the championship. Now we're in 2nd place, 7 points behind Lulu. Christian Lundgaard, our teammate, is in 8th position, and we're 3rd in the constructors. So it's time to move on to the next Grand Prix. It's time for the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo E. Di Nolfalali. You try saying that when you're pissed. And we've moved up to third. I had to interrupt myself there, but yes, we are third in the vehicle performance comparison, so that means we've got a little bit more boost in the power of this Ferrari car. As we now go for the first qualifying run, 7th place at the moment, 1.8 seconds, that's not too good, for the youngster there. As we accelerate forward a little bit later to qualifying, you can see we're dead at 10th position, but we are slightly up on the deltas, in fact, half a second up on the deltas, so we should maybe get into 8th place as we cross the line. Let's have a look and see what happens. And yeah, oh no, we haven't gained any time at all. Unbelievable scenes, in fact almost biblical scenes as we accelerate forward now. Oh no, what's going on? We are in last place, everyone, in the Ferrari. We're in last place, but look at the delta, 1.5 seconds up, so hopefully we should get out of last place. I don't know what's happened here, but yes, hopefully we should be okay as we're about to cross the line. Oh, it is. Wow, that was very hairy, scary for a moment there. 6th position, just behind our teammate Christian Lundgaard. Wowzers me trousers. We accelerate forward now to almost the end of qualifying to lead 6th place, unfortunately just behind our teammate Christian Lundgaard, so he may have got the best of us today as we're about to cross the line because we can't improve on our time at the moment. So that is it then. Qualifying is now coming to an end. In fact, qualifying has now ended. We dropped to the 7th and Lundgaard's in 5th as we cross the line. Are we going to stay in 7th? Or are we going to drop down a little bit more? Let's have a look. No, we stayed in 7th place, but we did get bested by our teammate Christian Lundgaard in 5th place. George Russell got pole this time. Lewis Hamilton in 2nd. Lando Norris and the McLaren got 3rd. Okay, let's do this.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation of being a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track here at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One circuits as it's driven anti-clockwise. Let's hope no one forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight of the circuit and its only DRS zone. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Verstappen, Christian Lundgaard, and Ricciardo. The captain, Ocon, Sainz, and Charles Leclerc. Gasly, Eilert, Valtteri Bottas, and Fernando Alonso. Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Lance Stroll, and Sergio Perez. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons clear mode. We say go, 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 and it's away we go. Oh, not a good start again for Nick. So look at this, he's been overtaken by Ocon. Ocon's overtaken him, he's got another car trying to get past. I think that's Pierre Gasly in the AlphaTauri. Yes, it is. We're going to turn 1, but also going to do, he's going to dive down the inside of a huge amount of cars again. I've closed my eyes. Did he get through? Yes, he has. Up into 7th position. Well, I say up into 7th position, that's pretty much where he started from, but unfortunately he did lose positions at the start. So, he's got up onto the gravel. That was not a good thing for him to do there. Wowzers. That's going to give the opportunity for the car behind Gasly to try and gain some ground. And Daniel Ricciardo is still the car ahead of us, of course. Oh, look at this. I told you, Gasly's still going for a move now to the inside. Oh, we did lose some ground there. Definitely going up onto the gravel. Of course, you pick up some gravel, you do lose momentum because you have to be very, very careful going to the corners because your tyres are then dirty. And if you put too much power down, as you can see, he's putting the power down now and it's just not going anywhere. If you put the power down too early, you can spin round like a top, so you have to be very careful. And the result of that is that it's the car right behind you, they do gain some ground on you. Anyway, at the moment, we're still holding on to 7th position. Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger, still ahead of us in 6th place. Is he going to go for a move? No, he holds station. Very wise of Luxter there, holding station behind Daniel Ricciardo. Lando Norris is ahead, and there's our teammate just ahead of Norris. Of course, Christian Lundgaard, as the fastest lap goes to Lulu, so he'll be in the lead of this race. Fantastic. Okay, it's time to accelerate forward now to lap 3. Still in 7th position at the moment. We're 1 second behind Daniel Ricciardo now. Look at this though, there's some argy-bargy going ahead of us between Ricciardo and Lando Norris and whoever the car is in front of him. I think it's our teammate, Christian Lundgaard, in fact. So this is all good news for us because maybe we can gain some ground as we accelerate forward at lap 5. And unfortunately, we couldn't gain much ground. We've got Daniel Ricciardo now 2.5 seconds ahead of us. Christian Lundgaard, our teammate, is now in 5th place. He's 2.7 seconds up the road. And we're going to come in for a stop. We're going to see if we can go for an undercut once again on the cars ahead of us this time. It was the cars behind, but now it's time for the cars ahead. Let's see if we can. So we come in early and we go on to, once again, the yellow sidewall tyre for the rest of this Grand Prix. That's another good stop from the lads. Thank you, lads. 2.6 seconds. Yes, very good indeed. We're going to rejoin once again in, well, it's almost last. In fact, Yuki Tsunoda is currently last at the moment, so he must be going for his pit stop. Yes, he has. He's got medium tyres on, so maybe he had some kind of problem in the race and he's had to come in early. But anyway, still on lap 6 now. 19th place at the moment for the Yuxter as we continue on to still on lap 6. And as you can see, we are still in 19th place. Still, oh no, and Sergio Perez, Checo is out of, oh, Checo, Red Bull, everyone. That's significant news. That is very significant news. Sergio Perez is out of the race. You can see on the display there that he is just ahead of us, but he hasn't finished, so we're going to go past him so we can gain the place. He's got the yellow flags out. We've just gone past Checo. I couldn't see his car though, so they must have cleared it already. And so we continue on as we accelerate forward out to lap 8. Just going past the pits. There's one car coming. I think that was Giovinazzi. Yes, it is. So we've got up into 17th position at the moment. We don't seem to be gaining much ground though, it has to be said. Not really gaining much ground. I don't know if this undercut has actually worked at this circuit as we accelerate forward at lap 9. Going past the pits. This time we've got a huge amount of cars that have come in, as you can see. And there's a car coming out. It's our teammate. It's Christian Lundgaard. No, we've got to get past Christian Lundgaard. We can't let him get away from us. Oh no, the Hookster goes over the curb. It's almost bins it. He's desperate now, absolutely desperate to try and get past Lundgaard. He cannot let Lundgaard get away from it or it's game over. But he's only really got this lap or it's going to be game over as we accelerate for lap 9. Still chasing Lundgaard, going past the pits. More cars have come in, as you can see. We've made it up now to points. 7th position, just behind Lundgaard. But we are definitely fighting, trying to get past Christian Lundgaard. But each time we just jump over those curbs, lose a huge amount of time, and it's just not working for us. But Luxter is now desperate. He sees that red Ferrari in front of him, and he says no, bloody no. As we accelerate forward at lap 11, still chasing Lundgaard. I think this time he's got him. He's got the DRS on Christian Lundgaard. He's going to dive down the inside, and yes, he gets past. Oh, can he hold it on the exit? Yes, he can. In fact, that was a pretty clean move once again for the Yuxter. And we're up now to 6th place. We've got past our teammate, which is what we wanted to do as we accelerate forward now to lap 14 of the race. Still in 6th place. We've got no chance of catching Daniel Ricciardo now. He's 11 seconds up the road, and Lundgaard is just behind us, as you can see. So, at the start of this championship, you can see the Ferrari, in terms of performance, is pretty much 4th, 5th and 6th place finisher. And George Russell on lap 16 of this Grand Prix has just won the race. So yeah, if we can just do what we can, and maybe we'll get another decent car to go in for the rest of the season. We're looking at a Red Bull, hopefully. I don't know if it's going to come to fruition though. It might not. It could be a Mercedes. Anyway, we don't know. We will find out later in the season. But for now, we've got 6 positions. We're about to cross the line right now. Fantastic. Yes. Points are always welcome. Well done, Hookster. Not really his best track, it has to be said, as Driver of the Day goes to Valtteri Bottas. So yes, not really his best track. But he did well, and once again, there is Toto Wolff, the Terminator. And no, I can't do it twice in one episode. Oh, and there's Benjamin Daly. I love you, Benny. I love you. Yes, fantastic. Fantastic indeed. Okay then, let's go up to the podium. See who we got. Who we got on the podium. And it's Georgie boy. It's George Russell on the top step. Lando Norris is in third position. And Lulu, of course, in second place as he now holds up the trophy high and says, yes, I did it, lads. I did it. Unfortunately, no podium for Dixter, but it's a long season. Long season. I'm sure we'll get up there before the end of the season once again. Yes, the champagne goes over him. Go on, chuck it all over his chief mechanic. Why not? Let's have a look at the only failure in that race, and I think it was Sergio Perez, and it's an engine failure. Yes, the Red Bull Honda has exploded itself, and Sergio Perez very calmly collects himself and parks next to the Marshall post. Well done. Let's have a look at the scores of the doors then. 6th place for us in the championship now. You can see we dropped down to 4th position. 17 points behind Lewis Hamilton. George Russell in 2nd. Look at that. Look at that. 4 British guys in the top 4. Wowzers, me trousers. And we're 3rd in the constructors. So there you go. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome, as always. And catch me next week for the 400th episode of the All Seasons Career Mode. Yes, of course. There will, of course, be more later.